Hey, hey. As you can see, we're not in the UCFM studio, and of course there's dogs barking. Should I re-record? Probably. Am I gonna? No. Anyway, so we're not in the UCFM studio. We're in my bedroom. And since the podcast is over for a season, we will be returning next year, hopefully, unless they cancel me. Yeah. Short about what I was going to say. So yeah, today we're not going to do a podcast, but I wanted to post something. I was like, what can I do that is different to talking to a camera by myself for like 20 to 40 minutes? I know. I'll put makeup on and talk to a camera for 20 to 40 minutes. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're not going to do this look, because this isn't a look. I don't have any makeup on right now. My lips, natural. See? Or natural. I naturally kind of flush in my temples. Come on, girl. Get real. Anyway, so yeah. That's what we're going to do right now. Okay. I'm back. So I'll be honest, this lighting is really bad, but I need like an actual light rig, and I'm not investing in one of those. Sorry. I might. If this actually goes off and not two people watch it, I'll do it, okay? But chill. Anyway, what was I saying? I've just primed my skin. Well, I just took off my makeup, even though I took off a little bit of concealer. But then I primed / moisturized with this, the Olay Total Effect 7-in-1 Touch of Foundation BB Cream SPF 15. Wow. And then I need you to know that I bought this before the controversy, the e.l.f. Power Grip Matte Primer, and I just put the tiniest bit on my nose because that's where I get most oily. Okay. Also, I would like to point out that I just took an hour and a half to get here after I filmed that first bit, where I then had a piece of garlic bread. Don't worry, I brushed my teeth, and then just kind of watched Trixie Mattel to get in this vibe. That's what I primed my face with. I moisturized my lip using the Nivea. This isn't my normal lip balm. Actually, I usually use Burt's Bees, but I use this one because I couldn't find that one, because I kind of just thrown my room apart to set this up. Hey, could have cleaned my room, chose not to. Anyway, so I used that to prime, and then I used the NYX Pro Fix Stick. Or the Pro Fix Stick in dark peach to color correct places. And then I also, which by the way I don't usually do when I'm just doing my makeup, but because I'm on camera, I set it with Maybelline Last and Fix loose setting powder, and then I used Maybelline Super Stay in shade 10, which is my natural skin color, which by the way, when I went to Priceline, is the second lightest one. Anyway, so that's what I'm up to. Now, next, I would usually do my eyes, and then I do my base, but because I don't know what the color... Oh, sure. Oh my god, I'm all over the place. Do you care? Do you guys care? Why are you watching this? Jesus. Anyway. So yeah, the reason I'm making this video is because I just wanted to talk and whatever. But also because I have new makeup products, mostly ones for Christmas that I didn't get early, but I went to the store and bought them since they're in my apartment. So I have access to them, so I've used them. I did one test run, and now I'm using them again just for this, because it's a video. Sorry. But also, today, I got 2 new blushes because I'm trying to not only do red lips, red blush, and everything. So I also got, which I don't know if I'm going to use today, but the Buttermelt NYX blush in shade Get in Butter. I got this today, and I felt very dumb when I was at the price line because I was like, hey, worker who works there, the tag says that this, like, for example, Get in Butter is 50% off, but all the colors. And she was like, yeah, actually a lot of people are confused. And then she kind of read me and she was like, but you can always go up to the counter and ask them. Like, you can go ask them and you don't have to buy it. Like, damn. Fuck. Okay, shit. Anyway, so that's like a powder blush. I got it because I only have one other powder blush. Then I also got Fat Cheeks, also by NYX, which I will be using, and this will kind of determine what color I do, like what eye makeup I do. Let's get started. I'm doing underpainting as well, by the way. Thought you should know that. Anyway, so I'm gonna start with this. Please do not judge how dirty my brushes are. Straight up, I've just done a lot of makeup with brushes recently, and I just haven't had a chance to clean them. And when I say I haven't had a chance, I mean I haven't wanted to. Okay, that's not showing up on camera. It's actually, oh, that's not showing up. It is. It's a lot more subtle. It is hard to tell because my big light's off, so I can't actually see it that well. And I also don't have my glasses on. I'm doing a lot more blush than I need because I'm underpainted and I'm putting foundation over it, obviously. Also, I just realized this is meant to be not about the makeup. I'm meant to be talking while I do the makeup, but just not really doing that because, guys, I really like makeup, like really like it. But anyway, I did have other things I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about, I saw Abby Chatfield for her podcast do like a naughty and nice list. So I'm gonna like steal that and do that vibe right now as well. Maybe, I don't know. So yeah, well, I actually really like this. Actually, like, I'm actually gonna use this. How good? Don't you love that when you buy something and you're gonna use it afterwards? Again, I'm doing more than you think you need. A lot more than you think you need. So I want to do like a naughty and nice list. And the other thing I was going to talk about, like I was talking to someone, the other day, they were like, how's your day been? And I was like, actually, like, it's been it's been a great day. Like, I've had so much fun today. Like, it's one of my favorite days in a while. And then I was like, and how was your day? And he responded, yeah, so he, anyway, I know men, shocking. He was like, oh, I had a horrible day. Like, my day sucked. I was like, oh, that sucks. And it was like, ooh, whoopsie. Like, girl, like, that's so fucked up to be like, to hear someone go, oh, I had a really great day, and then be like, well, my day was awful. I had the worst day ever, actually. I'm lucky I survived it, but I'm glad you had a good day. That wasn't the energy. But that's what it felt like at first. I was like, whoop. But anyway, and then he was like, well, what have you been doing today? That made it such a good day. And I was like, well, today I did 2 things exactly. Or 3. No, I did 2 things. I was like, oh, well, I went up shopping today. And also, I got a really good find, like, because I found this, like, slip dress that was like $3. And then when I got home, Grand Theft Auto Online did the like release a new update or whatever. And usually I'm not like a person who really locks into that and like grinds, but it was like a big one. I'm done with the blush, by the way. I was done with the blush a while ago. Now I'm gonna do contour. I'm using the Maybelline Lifter stick in 65, which is way too dark for me. I know you're not meant to put fucking stick products directly on the skin, but guess what? I do it, especially when I am doing underpainting, because there's no foundation for it to pull up. Most like, you know what I mean? So it doesn't super matter. So I was like, yeah, I've been playing like this update, and I've been grinding for it for the last like 2 or 3 weeks. Like, it's the main game I've been playing. Did I say I'm really bad at contour? Because I am. It looks okay here, and again, I am doing more than I need because it's getting covered up. Remember that. Please remember that, okay? So we're back to Grand Theft Auto. So I told him all that, and I was like, I've just been having fun with this. And like, I like literally when he messaged me, it just came out and I just bought the mansion. So like, that's what I was doing. And then he was like, I really didn't peg you as like a Grand Theft Auto player, like very much not my vibe, because honestly, if you've only met me recently, it isn't my vibe at all. Like, I feel like that's very much a straight teenage boy kind of thing, and I'm not that. But there was a time where I kind of was. Anyway, so yeah, and he was like shocked. So then I made a joke, and I was like, well, really, it is very much up my alley, because when you think about it, the story is about 2 old gay men who adopted a young son, and like teach him everything he knows, and like mentor him. That thing where like a couple in a relationship would be like, something's not working, like something needs to change, and then they go, I know, let's have a baby. And if you, by the way, if you haven't played Grand Theft Auto 5 or don't know the story of it, what have you been doing? Jesus, it's the biggest game of history. But the story essentially is about how a young man, I think he's like 25, 30, wants to get out of the hood and get out of gang life. Because like I think he's closer to 30 actually, because like when he was like a teenager and stuff, he got dragged into it, and he kind of just wants to get out of it. And it's kind of, this is Franklin, by the way, and Franklin is kind of portrayed as he just wants a better life for himself. So he's kind of like this sympathetic lead, but really he still wants to be a criminal. Like, he still is okay with being a murderer. But it's about him, who he then meets Michael, who is this really angry, I guess depressed man who retired in his 30s and is just eternally bored and retired too soon, and is then revealed, well, I guess not really then, it's already revealed, but turns out that he's actually a famous bank robber who faked his death 9 years before the main story. And then they get into it and they pull off a robbery, and then Michael, like, he has like this saying, because he's obsessed with old movies, and he like quotes them when he robs people. And like, he has a thing where in the last heist he did before he faked his death, and then this one he says like, you forget 1,000 things every day, pal, make sure this is one of them. Anyway, so that's what he says, and then that goes on the news, and that's how Trevor finds out that he's still alive, because Trevor was his best friend slash member of his heist gang or whatever. And then he comes back and he really hates Michael because he left him for dead And then as the story progresses, you find out that Michael was working with the feds, with the FIB, which is the FBI, obviously, was working with the feds. So I just need to look in this mirror because it's a bit more accurate. Really hating this job. Anyway. Yeah, you find out he's working with the feds, and then you also find out that their other friend, Trevor and Michael's other friend, who was also shot in the heist, isn't actually in jail and is actually dead, and he was actually buried in place of Michael. Which doesn't really make sense. Like, you really didn't need to bury Michael, and anyway. But yeah, and that's like the story, but I was thinking about it, and after I made that joke about how they're gay for each other, I started thinking about it because I've played this story 1,000 times. And really, they are. Hey, they are. Also, next product. This is the Tarte Shape Tape, the famous 2016 core, which actually I just saw Trixie Mattel use in that video I was watching before it, and it is in shade Fair Beige. In other words, white. Whitey. I just realized I wasn't meant to do this yet. I was meant to do my eyes first. For an obvious reason. Fuck, I'm actually so mad about this. And I've just fucked it. Okay, I've really fucked this up. Anyway, whatever. That didn't make any sense, and I can't be bothered fully explaining myself because I kind of forgot what I was talking about because I got distracted. We'll just jump in topic straight away. Because I talk too much about video games and gay people. Like always. Now for eyeshadow, I don't have anything fancy. I do have these two NYX eyeshadow palettes. They're like same vibe. No, same vibe. They're like same thing, different color. I have the Paradise Shock, and I Know That's Bright. I don't know why. Like, nothing I've done so far is given this vibe. But I'm going to do orange. I've been really obsessed, like especially the last couple of days, with doing this eye look with like different colors. I'm really trying to get back into I'm trying to get into color makeup because I've just been really neutral. I kind of went from no eyeshadow to a very neutral eyeshadow, maybe a pink occasionally. And like, yeah, my eyeshadow has gotten better, but it's still boring and very neutral, which is also nice. I don't know why I called it neutral. I do like it. But sometimes you just need a pop of color. So anyway, we're done. So I'm gonna set this with Last and Fix, also from Maybelline. Hey, guess what? Pretty much all my makeup, my base makeup, is probably from Maybelline. I shouldn't have started talking when I was spraying that. Jesus. I still don't know what lip I'm going to do with this. But anyway, I'm using House Labs in 70 Fair Neutral, but I would actually say I'm 70 Fair Warm. Also, I've had a drink this whole time and I haven't had a single drink. My podcast makeup, which you've seen me in if you've been watching my podcast, which you should, because it's very good, especially the video, like the last couple of video episodes. Honestly, the one where I'm in the blue shirt with the fringe and the one after that are my favorite video episodes. If you were wondering, and my favorite, I think probably my favorite of all time, and probably the like one that really changed the style I do and like I think improved it, is Podcasting for Dummies as well. If you're going to go back and listen, I fully rewatch everything I've ever posted, every TikTok, every podcast episode, everything. I've seen it more than, like, if you go and look at one of my TikToks, half those views are me, straight up. I actually don't do like a full beat every day. I do more than most people, but I don't, like, when I go outside in the daylight, I often don't actually look cakey, which is not my biggest fear, but like, I don't necessarily think I'm like the best at makeup. I think I know a lot of it considering I've only been doing it for a year. Because I feel like you've got to consider, sure, I've only started doing makeup recently, but I've been consuming makeup content since pre-COVID. Like, it's always been something I've really found fascinating. Like, I could probably do a 2016 beat from memory. And it's kind of funny because now I don't. Like, now that I actually do makeup, I don't use tutorials. I actually have been really thinking about it, and I kind of really want to like become a certified makeup artist. I kind of feel like I'm going to sit on it until I graduate with my bachelor's right now, which will probably be 2027. And then if I still like, no, I want to become a makeup artist, I'm going to do that. Honestly, my dream job is to do this, is to talk to a camera, do makeup, talk to myself, blah, 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 try and be funny. That's my dream career. Do I think that's going to happen? I don't know. Okay, so for lips, I'm kind of thinking this vibe. Also, this is the Superstay liquid lipstick. I love these. All my liquid lipsticks are this. So this is like a peachy, mauvey nude, I guess. Oh, actually, hang on. I could also do this, which is 130 self-starter. Maybe, actually, I think that's the vibe. This is currently the runner. Or I could do a red lip, which, again, you can tell I've already used. But anyway, alright. I just did it. Oh, actually, I don't mind it. Like, I don't mind it at all, actually. Yeah, so this is center of attention, as I just said. Now, when I got this, I did think it was going to be this color, admittedly, but I am really glad, because I don't have any, like... Sorry, I ran out of space on my iPad. And also, sorry, that did stop recording. I did do center of attention, and I actually love it. And I went, because this all shut down, so I went and had a look. I was like, ooh, what do I look like right now? Let's check it out. I am straight up. I know it doesn't look like it here, but in person and with proper lighting, I generally look like a different race. It's not okay. So we are gonna fix that right now. Honestly, like when you intentionally tan, that really pisses me off. Like in a sunbed or like out in the sun, or even just like getting a fake tan, it really bothers me because one, even if this color you go is still, oh, that's a white person color, sun cancer, basically. And like what, and like when you're older, you'll look, no offense, but not great. Like I've never seen a old person who's really tanned and really attractive or doesn't look 3,000 years old, you know what I mean? And like, I'm all for aging, but I'm for aging gracefully, which means you don't try and be too young, and you also don't jump start it and look 40 when you're 15. I've lightened myself up, back up. I look fine. I look my skin color again. Yay. Not that I'm... Yay as in, be who you are.
Be who you are, for your pride. Don't hide.
No, as in like, yay, I look pale. Okay, so for my nose contour, I use a shade that is actually my color. It's actually a lip liner. Also Barry M, which I don't use today, but like again is my favorite. But this is Sugar, which I'm actually gonna sharpen. But it's just like a little subtle. You cannot see it at all on camera. Anyway, So we're done with that. Then I'm gonna just add a little bit of blush right over it. Oh my god, guys, we're almost done. Yay, how good. Next, we're gonna set it. And I use, of course, Huda Beauty setting powder in
You can definitely tell.
Cake Blossom, Cherry Blossom, probably Cherry Blossom. That makes more sense. Easy Bake, loose bacon and setting powder. I haven't used it to bake yet. I'm not gonna do it today. Oh my god, where is it? Oh my god, where's the color? How did I know which color it was? The fuck? I know it's Cherry Blossom Cake is the shade. Also, what I really love about this powder, which my other powders don't do, is that this is a net. I didn't know that was actually part of the product, because again, I've seen so many people use this. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, as I was saying, the net just gets me excited. That's how much of a loser I am, that I find nets on a product exciting. Okay. I'll be right back when I'm gonna put my hair down and whatever. Oh, actually, no, I'm gonna do, I always forget mascara. I never do mascara or curl my eyelashes, but we're gonna do that actually, and it's gonna make this look so much better. This is Sky High mascara in Poop Brown, in True Brown. Okay, I'm back. First of all, my hair is serving crazy style, which is kind of crazy. Actually, it's not crazy. I did it. This is really pissing me off. I blew it.
Blow us.
I did it yesterday, which you can't really tell. You can't tell I just did it. Anyway, Jesus Christ, I literally just blew dry it straight, apparently. This looks horrendous. The bangs are serving. I actually really like this makeup, even though you can't see it now that my hair's down. Maybe that's why I like it. But I do like the orange. If I ever get what's it called? Community service, I have to wear those high vis. Serve, if I ever have to go on a work site. Okay, I'm gonna serve as the camera fades to black.
Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh, oh, oh.